awesome viewers, welcome to AC Studio. Well, surprise, surprise, you probably think I only review Joy Toy, but in fact I have previously reviewed Exit Ring figures. Back in those days, I haven't really speak in those videos. In this video, this will be the first time I've ever speak, on the review of an Exit Ring figures. The DWARF D2 is quite a recent release, whereas the F109's, field angle was released probably 3 months ago. And I got this in Hong Kong and got my friends to send it over to me. And in this video, we're gonna look at the DWARF D2 first, and in the next videos, we're gonna look at this one. And first, have a quick look at the packaging. The packaging is always very nice. So generally there is a big cardbox box and with a very nice painting on the box art. And you can see the flag of Omanga, or the icon. And yeah, and that's it. And let's open it. And it was packed in a clear plastic wrap, which is common all across the Exit Ring figures. And let's have a look. And then it comes with an instruction, and the weaponry is in the back of the packaging. The instruction basically tell you that what are the functions of the mecha. Before we look at the figure, let's have a look at the accessories first. This is the SA-16 submachine gun. You can see the details are very nice, and it is using the same colors as the DWARF itself. So that looks very nice, and the other side as well. And the gun, you got a pack that can actually insert into the hole on the hands. So it doesn't just rely on the fingers to hold the gun. And then we have two, SA-4 submachine gun as well, and the colors are exactly the same as the submachine gun there. And then you also got a pack here. The details are very nice, simple, but good enough. So you can actually put one there and one there. And it also got two machine guns. You can see the cartridge here, but not too sure why. It wasn't really mentioned in the box, so I don't know whether they missed that in the description in the box or what. And then we have a combat knife as well. So this is just a single color, not as nice as Joy Toy figures. Joy Toy figures will paint that differently. So, but anyway, so that's what it is. And also got a pack here, so you can do this. Put it in there. Yep, close the fingers off like that. Very nice. All right. And lastly, they give you this so-called gear buckle, so you can put it in different places. There are holes all over the legs here, and also one there, and also there, and on the shoulders as well. You can see here where I put the combat knife, and you can just put it here like that, and put the gun in there. And so you can see there are actually quite a lot of accessories in this figure. So that is why this is a much more popular one compared to the DWARF D2C, the one with the red color. And now let's move on to the figure itself. I will have a look at the details first, then we'll look at articulation. The details on Exit Ring figures are always really, really good. For example, if you look at the chipping effects, they're very, very fine. And also look at the rust effects as well. And that looks really, really nice as well. And you see the edges, such as this chamfer here, right? These details are much finer. And even the guns, right? You can see you got really nice, weathering on the details as well. So everything comes in really nicely. This is actually the bite seat. You can see the bite control console as well. And this is on soft plastic, so it won't break easily. So you can see that even the hidden inner side, you have got details as well. You can see the in there, right? In terms of articulation, it got many points of articulation. It looks very bulky, but it got really good movement over the body, right? So you can see this pivot shoulder joint, you can move 45 degrees, and you got this clicking mechanism on the hand itself, on the shoulder, and you can move 360, and you got this really good, shoulder tilt up function, and also clicking as well. So you can see you can move up line almost at 90 degrees. See, you got this really cool elbow joint. You got two double elbow joints, and you can actually move up like that. You can wrap 90 degrees. Like that, absolutely amazing. You got a ball wrist joint, finger can move like this and like that. So you see, and it also got ball joint there, so you can move around like that. So like that, whatever you like. Same as that one as well. You can see how it actually can wrap around the knife very nicely. So you can see, you know, it looks very realistic when the hand holding the knife, right? It looks like it is really holding it. And also the arm has a special feature. You can actually extend like that. Really cool. Look at that. I love this design. And same as the right hand as well. See? You can do that. And then we look at the pilot seat as well. This thing is a little bit tricky to pull out, right? It's actually quite hard, so you need a bit of force to pull it out. Yep, okay. And that's how it works, so you can actually move up like that. And also got a little piece here. Here you can move up like that as well. Very nice. And the machine gun itself, like this one, you can actually move down. If you like, move down like that. And then move up, and then move like that as well. And also, you can move like that. And then also move like that. So it got really interesting kind of articulation all over this, you know, arm thing. And then on the waist joint, you can actually move around like that. Although the legs look really short, but it got really good articulation as well. So you have the hip movement, you can tilt in and out like that. And also you have the multiple joints here, 3 knee joint here, right? So you got one there, so you can move like that. And then like that as well, and then lastly like that as well. So you see that movement is really amazing. So technically speaking, right, if you move the legs very high, right, you can make it stand very high as well. So instead of standing like that in the photo, right, it looks like a full-size mecha if you look at it like that. And you can just do it like that, and look at that. That's absolutely amazing figure, right? Looks really cool like that. And lastly, you got this ankle joint as well. You can see the mechanism here, right? You see it actually moves like that. So in this little slot, and looks really cool like that. Look at that. And the movement is absolutely amazing. You can actually move up that much as well. Really good. And then it also got tilt action. So you can able to fit really well how you actually stand the figure. So that is something that I really like to have in all the action figures. And now let's have a look at the pilot seat. So I want to put a pilot inside the pilot seat here. So what I got here is an NCO, and I'm going to put him inside the cockpit. So make sure he sits like he's sitting in Formula 1 car, you know, just make sure the legs has to sit very high up, so that his body able to sit quite low into the seat, because the pedal is actually quite high. So make sure you can sit very low onto the seat like that. You see, you can sit very low. And then after that, you just put the hands onto the console. That's it. And that is how it looks like. Really cool. Sitting on a bike seat. I love this. Alright, and then I'll close it off. So let's close it off. Like that. And closes the top off. Yep, like that. Looks really nice. Looks really good inside. Oh, I love this figure so much. That looks really cool. And then have a look like that. So yeah, so that's how it looks like with the pilot inside. Looks really cool. There is one special feature about this figure that no one really know. Even I went through all the YouTube videos, no one actually picked it up. Is the bike-looking pilot seats can be taken out and then exchanged with other, you know, bike in the series. And all you have to do is you need to pull this part out. And I've already done it anyway, so I just want to save time to show you. It actually takes a bit of effort to pull this out. There is a connector at the back of the seat, and that's how I actually connect to it, right? And also here, there is a connector as well. There, connecting to there as well. And then what you do, you put this out first, take the lower part of the body away, put it aside, and I think that can be used on something else. And then you see there's a clamp here, that's this thing, right? You can actually put this out, and yep, put out like that, and same as that one, you put it out like that one, you see, got pulled out, right? And then this, you see this is actually a loose piece now, so you can actually pull this out. You just have to pull as hard as possible, and
one eternity later.
This is crazy. Oh my god. Yep, and I'm done. And now you can see this is a separate piece, and it can be exchanged with other bikes. So that's why I look at this. I'm thinking, why they do this? There must be a reason why this is designed that way. So I was just thinking, yeah, that's interesting. You know, there's a bike look cockpit, and looking closer at the details, I realized this piece is a total separate piece. And the details on this policy is absolutely amazing. Look at that. This looks so futuristic. And you know, the pedal can move, it can rotate, and this is the stand for the bike or something like that, right? And yeah, and this can move as well. So now I put it back and just put it in there like that. So now you know what you can do. This thing is amazing, right? And in terms of size comparison, you can compare with the flat bike. So you can see the flat bike when it is transformed into a kind of like walker, and compared to the dwarf. So they are similar height. And then compare with the Laurel, the Stealth Laurel. So that is roughly, that one's a little bit higher than that one. And so these are the rough size comparison between the acid rain figures that I got. And in terms of look, I think this figure looks very interesting. Even though it looks like a dwarf, but this figure looks really, really cool. It looks very different from other mechas that I've seen from other, toy line. And looking at these pilot seats make it really interesting. Having a kind of a bike seat on the mecha is really, really cool. So it's something very different. The ideas are so unique. So I think the designer Kid Loud has done a really good job on this design. So that's why his work is getting very popular nowadays. As mentioned in the beginning of this video, I got this figure in Hong Kong. So I got it for 950 Hong Kong dollars, and also sent over by service mail. And it only takes a month from Hong Kong to Australia. That is actually quite quick. And if I base on $950, and I would say this figure is good value for money. As you can see, this figure is a solid build figure, and it has many play features. And a lot of the features are exchangeable with other products in the acid rain line. Painting is always nice in acid rain figures, so this figure, to me, I'll give it almost like 10 out of 10. So I highly recommend it, and the design is absolutely stunning. And now comes to the end of this video, and let me know what you think of this figure. And I don't know how many of my viewers actually also collect acid rain, not just Joy Toy, right? And also keep an eye on my channel. Next week I'm gonna have the review on the Field Ankylo. So thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you next time. Bye for now.